sure does fly, doesn't it? Dear Lady Eliaria Jamil, I hope this letter finds you well.
Hey, always a pleasure.
In the short while since I left the care of your family to live by myself here in the town of Gimel, life's honestly been pretty amazing.
Ours sure is, if you couldn't tell as much.
Yeah, what a morning rush. Sorry I wasn't here sooner to lend a hand.
Rare for you to be late.
I will make a habit out of it, so don't worry. Hours always feel like seconds whenever I'm studying slimes.
You bet. Whatever your laundry needs may be, we're here to take care of them all.
Next customer, please. Right this way.
Wow, it looks completely new.
Of course. Rest assured, we get rid of any scum that makes its way in here. There you are. Good morning.
Same to you. Things running smoothly?
Indeed. We've got it under control.
Thank you for the reassurance. Something sure smells good.
Oh, good morning. Just prepping things for lunchtime. It's always nice to see your smile. Looking forward to another great day.
Every person and slime is working very hard to keep Bamboo Forest flourishing. So as the manager, it's my job to provide a proper work environment worthy of their dedication. Hey, morning everyone! Another day, another chance to do our best.
Right. Allow me to explain again. The time you arrived today was perfect, so why not make it a routine for you?
Why so late though? We haven't had a slow morning since we opened.
How busy we are has nothing to do with it, sir. This is about how you do all the preparation work when you get here before we open. You take work away from your employees when you do that. Prepping is also a good chance to train. And not just us. It's a good chance for you to train too. You can learn to delegate and rely on others to handle things.
I was robbing my own staff of opportunities. Okay, I gotcha. From now on, I'll start coming in later.
Thank you, sir. Though there is one more suggestion I have.
I'm all ears.
In regard to a second shop,
Hey, what's all the hullabaloo?
Almost done tying. Then I'll tell you all about it, sir.
Those guys aren't customers of ours, are they?
They're nothing but a couple of crooks who came to the wrong shop to try and complain.
Huh? We heard a bunch of laughter, not anyone yelling or complaining.
Well...
Hey! Do you see how dirty this thing still is?
Mine's filthy too! This shop is a joke!
Oh. The heck? Didn't I tell you to dirty these up so bad they'd be stained forever?
That's exactly what I did! Idiots!
We ain't no idiots!
I dare you to say it again!
Ah!
I'll go turn them into the guards. And there you have it, boss.
Oh.
My goodness, what a nuisance. I guess they weren't listening when I said we get rid of any scum that makes its way in here.
Maybe I should give some more thought to beefing up security around here. Huh. Like the glass. Oh. Is our meeting adjourned?
I suppose.
Because I was just struck by a wave of inspiration. So I'm heading back to the mines. Okay, I'll have the sticky slimes make some hardening solution to start. Then I'll use a separation circle to remove moisture. Add another layer of hardening solution. Then blend it with a mixture circle. And remove moisture once again. The more I repeat this simple process, the more condensed the hardening solution will wind up being. Good, but it needs to be shaped into a sheet. Enhancement magic didn't even crack it, and it's clear enough that it should work just fine as a replacement for window glass. But the safety factor was the most important part. I'll rest easier knowing my staff and clients are better protected. Excellent work, but I'm going to need a whole lot more of these things. You guys up to it? Yeah, that ought to be plenty. I should probably get some sleep, huh? Huh? Never seen that dark green slime before. Appraisal. Says you're a medicine slime. But I would have remembered making that contract. Did you evolve, maybe? A spear mastery skill set. I'd bet my shop you were a poison slime before. I wonder what you could have done to change into a medicine slime, though. Wait. I accidentally dropped a bottle of antidote yesterday. No one panic! It's gone. I assumed the cleaner slime soaked it up while I was in the other room, but I guess not. Was it a fluke? Nope, the others love it too. So turning into a medicine slime's just natural, with a steady diet of antidote. Medicine's pretty broad. Will you show me what kinds you can make? If you don't mind, of course. Oh, quite a few, apparently. Let's appraise these. Ointment, hemostat, antidote, fast poison, slow poison, fast paralysis poison, slow paralysis poison, and antibacterial medicine. As extensive as it is impressive. I guess both medicines and poisons count as drug synthesis. But what's this antibacterial medicine? A fluid with strong antibacterial properties. Most effective when used to kill viruses and germs. However, it's harmless to humans. So it's a disinfectant. This'll definitely come in handy. I'll gradually make a difference with what power I have, one step at a time. I've also got to prove to the Jamil Ducal family that I'm okay on my own so they don't worry about me. Oh, you know what? I haven't caught up with the gods in a minute. I've just been so busy with my research and my shop. I'll stop by the church tomorrow.
That kid's back at it, doing even more interesting things.
Hello. Happy to be with you again. You're always on my mind, Mr. Ryoma. Every day.
Welcome. May I ask what brings you to our door today?
Prayer.
I see. Continue this way, please.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Huh? What gives? I was expecting to get sent to the god's realm like always, but no dice. This must be how most people feel when they pray in here. Ah, there we go. The usual big blank void. Was there a specific reason for the delay?
Just that I rarely use that power. Took me a minute to figure out how it works. Sorry.
Unless Gain Lulutia or Kufo got a makeover, this must be some other god. I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance. I live here now. In Gimel, I mean, not in your sacred realm. So I wanted to come and pay my respects.
I know. I'm Tekun, god of technology and craftsmanship. And just talk freely, kid. Formalities are pointless with me, so you can just drop them. If I wanted to, I could read every thought racing inside your head. I'm a smooth talker's worst nightmare. And besides, I don't like being formal. Now, sit your butt down.
Well, in that case, nice to meet ya. I'm Ryoma Takebayashi, and... I made those. At least I think I did.
Well, they're actually copies of the ones you made. Hope you don't mind, but I wanted a better look at your work.
So then they're kind of like replicas.
The world you originally hail from is Earth, right?
Yes. One day, I was working for a company that completely took advantage of me. The next, I died in my sleep after an embarrassingly bad sneeze. Then, 3 gods who saw my fate decided to intercept my soul and reincarnate me into this world as a boy.
Yeah, I heard the whole thing. Well, your story's neat. You know what I find really fascinating? Talents and special techniques from another world.
I'm shocked figurine making counts.
A foreign culture using a unique crafting method absolutely counts. Did you miss when I said I'm the god of technology and craftsmanship? I can't get enough. I'm only a god of this world, though. So while I know all there is to know about the techniques of sailfall, it's just a drop in the ocean.
I had no clue your knowledge was limited to your own world, so no wonder you're intrigued. I would be, too.
Because you get it. What also makes your figures stand out to me is that they were obviously made with the utmost care. Though it doesn't appear to be your main craft, you did spend a significant amount of time honing it. Right, kid?
Creating things was a huge hobby of mine, yeah. And I actually did rake in a decent amount of money through sales and commissions back on Earth, which encouraged me to improve. I couldn't slack since I was getting paid.
Yeah, that's normal. Great frame of mind to have, which is why you'd think all artisans would feel that way, but they don't. As a god of craftsmanship, I like people who care about doing a bang-up job.
I have no doubt. Just curious, but are you the only god who's gonna show up?
Uh-huh. See, everybody does their own thing and occupies their own area. What looks like a hollow white void to you is different for us gods, and what feels good to the god of beasts may feel off to the god of magic or the god of earth. But once they find their spot, they build what humans would call a home and live there.
Gods make homes? I never would have guessed it. This spot is where you live? The table really ties it together.
Nah, I'm perfectly content being homeless. I'm just not meant to stay in one place for too long. Technologies and crafts exist every which way you turn, so I'm happiest traveling about as I please, learning as I go. But I can tell you, the place we're having this little chat is connected to Sailfall. If you're confused, it's probably because I'm not the best at explaining this stuff. I understand the fundamentals, but words are tough. Sorry, kid. Try Fair Nobilia. He'd break it down for you, no doubt about it.
Who's Fair Nobilia? I've never come across that name before.
Thought maybe you knew him for some reason. He's the god of magic and academics. Then again, he does close himself off in his realm, so it makes sense that you haven't met. As for what he does in that realm, your guess is as good as mine. But I'd be surprised if there's anything that guy doesn't know or can't explain to you. Thing is, he rarely speaks to anyone, even if his audience is a fellow god like yours truly. But hey, you never know, kid. You might luck out and meet him at least once in your life.
Sounds like there are lots of types of gods.
Sure are.
I think this means my prayer time is up.
There's still so much I wanted to talk about.
I'll come again.
That day can't get here soon enough.
Thank you for helping me.
It was my pleasure, but I should be thanking you. That was quite a donation.
Well, I wanted to give it. Paid my dues and respects, so now it's back to work. So, were you guys able to manage, even though I came in a little later than usual?
Everything's going great.
The new workers stepped up. They've got a fairly good grasp on their jobs now.
Always nice to hear. That's awesome.
Yes, but is that it? Surely there's something else you wish to discuss with all of us.
Yes, there is. And though it may seem a bit random, it's about our windows. Just think. If somebody wanted to break in, it would be a cinch for them, wouldn't it?
Were they armed with a hammer or axe, it would be pretty simple, yes.
We plan our security detail with that in mind.
I appreciate you for being so vigilant, but what if we made the windows harder to break? It'd make things more difficult for crooks, yet much easier for you to protect us. I'm thinking of replacing our glass window panes with these buttes. They're super durable.
It looks tough, but may I also test it out, manager?
Absolutely. Go for it. And there's no need to hold back since I have a couple of spares.
If I may, sir.
Here goes.
Impressive.
She hasn't made a single crack in it.
I take it you're the inventor of this new marvel?
That's correct.
I could see this being a very successful product should you market it.
Yeah, I don't doubt it for a second. It isn't my intent to sell these things, though. It's a little tricky to mass produce them.
Oh, I see.
Sorry for assuming, sir.
All right. Use your enhancement magic on it, Li Ling.
If you insist. They really are super durable. Passed my Mega Punch test, at least. Intruders will be in for a big surprise if you put these on the first floor. Although, it'd be just as tough to break out as it is to break in, sir. If we get cornered, we won't have the option of escaping through a window. Oh, yeah, that is a major disadvantage. I didn't even think of that.
But there's no denying how useful it would be in preventing intruders. I say we take out some of the windows around the shop and put these in instead. Play strategically. We'll think like thieves and plan around possible break-in points.
Now there's an idea. Let's vote. All in favor of replacing some windows with tougher ones, say aye.
Aye!
It's settled. I'll start right away then.
Right away? What about your meeting with the Morgan Trading Company today? You have an appointment with Mr. Serge later.
Oh, I nearly forgot.
You can just leave the construction project to us.
Thanks for the help. It's in your hands.
Oh, manager, there's one last thing I'd like to address with you.
Okay.
What do you think about opening up a second shop in a neighboring town?
Honestly, I think it's still a bit too soon for that.
I disagree, sir. Since we now have more manpower, will you at least reconsider your decision?
We do have more workers. Sure, I'll think about it. I only just started living by myself here in Gimel. It feels way too early for me to set up a laundry service in a different town. Baby steps. For now, I'll prioritize building better relationships within Gimel.
Welcome, Mr. Ryoma. It's good to see you.
Likewise, Mr. Serge. Believe it or not, I came here as a shopper today.
I'm at your service. What exactly is it you need?
Containers to store medicine. Do you sell large quantities of bottles?
You're buying in bulk? Very smart.
You think? I just like to be prepared, as I'm sure you figured out by now. Adventurers are prone to injury, so I want to stockpile some remedies. Hence my quest for bottles.
Nothing wrong with that. But if the only thing on your shopping list today is a large amount of bottles, I suggest you register as a chemist at the Merchants Guild. Once you do, you'll be able to purchase them at a discount from the wholesaler through the guild, you see?
What an interesting new hobby. So you want to use these bottles to store medicine, do you, boy?
That's the plan. Mr. Serge said registering as a chemist would get me the best deal.
I imagine it would, yes. But have you the talent it takes to qualify?
I'd like to think so. This one is an antidote, and this is a disinfectant.
Aha! You're pretty good, kid. These check out. If you can crank out medicine like this on the regular, perhaps you can live as a chemist as well.
Good to know, but I think I'll pass for now.
Yes, your current career path should be leading you straight to the doorstep of your second laundry store.
Huh?
Should it not?
Well, funny you should mention it since one of my staff members was just saying the exact same thing. But isn't it still too soon for that?
And who's the judge of that? Because if you ask me, I think you would do just fine with another shop.
You do, huh?
Oh, are you perhaps hesitating because you don't have the necessary funds? Selling your medicines could be a nice side business to help with that. And as a favor to you, I'd be willing to buy your whole stock.
What? All of them?
Just goes to show how high my hopes are for you, boy.
I'll do it someday, but doing it now doesn't feel right. A Lemoorbird! Must be a letter from Elia! Dear Mr. Ryoma, Thank you for your thoughtful letter. Things are finally settling down after my long journey home, so I wanted to take this chance to write you back. My family is as happy and healthy as ever. You'll be glad to know the slimes you graciously lent to me are also doing well. I'm delighted you're working just as hard as you were when I left, and I'm motivated to do my best too because of it. But am I really giving it my best?
What do you think about opening up a second shop in a neighboring town?
And who's the judge of that? Because if you ask me, I think you would do just fine with another shop.
A second shop? Elia! Thanks for giving me the push I needed! I'll trash this place, and you folks can't stop me! Oh, yeah? No, I've been thwarted! You're probably wondering why I'd be doing this. Best to take long stories from the top.
I never dreamed of using slimes in this way. I'm simply astonished at how insightful this visit turned out to be.
Well, it's quite an honor for the head of the local Tamers Guild to stop by in person. So really, the pleasure was all mine.
I hope you'll continue to prove a creature's strength is not the sole indicator when it comes to a tamer's worth. Can't wait to see what other uses for slimes you think up.
Thanks, Mr. Taylor. To live up to his expectations, I need to start a new branch.
What kind of racket are you people running here?
Excuse me, sir, but is there a problem here?
Stay out of this, kid. Run home to Mommy.
Afraid I have to insist, as the manager of this establishment.
You're the one who runs this joint? Well, your laundry service ruined my shirt. Can't you explain how that happened? Know who's paying for this? Not me!
I'll better assist you once I take a look. That tear seems like it was made with a knife, then forcefully ripped apart. I hate to say it, but it's clear your story doesn't track, sir. You made it up.
Are you calling me a liar? You haven't said so much as sorry, and now you're blaming the customer? This business is plain terrible!
I'll prove we're not at fault. Come on out, guys. Pardon, may I please borrow somebody's laundry to demonstrate? Though technically our slimes do eat grime and gunk off clothes, they don't have actual teeth. They don't have claws either, for that matter. They're simply incapable of tearing garments apart. So I'm positive our service wasn't responsible for damaging your shirt like you claim. It seems you're trying to defraud our shop, and rest assured the authorities are gonna hear every word.
Now you're gonna pay!
I don't like this one bit. It's the second time in just a matter of days that someone's fraudulently attacked us, yet I can't grasp what motive they have.
Probably to tarnish our reputation.
Yes, but who would benefit from our failure? Bamboo Forest is the only laundry service in town, therefore we have no competitors. I'll have Callum investigate this. Give him a day or two. See what he can dig up.
Yes, please do.
Well, if it isn't Ryoma.
Hello, Mr. Asagi. Taking a day off?
I am. And what of you?
Just got done at the shop and headed home.
Working hard is always key, but so is allowing ourselves a moment to breathe.
That looks pretty new.
Good eye. Much like us, my blades get worn out after too much use. Can't stay sharp with a dull sword, so I replace mine once a year.
Where'd you get that one, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, are you asking because you're looking for an art piece to mount on a wall? Or are you perhaps in the market for a new weapon?
The weapon option.
There are a few shops in the royal capital that sell decent swords, but if you're like me and replace them when they begin to dull, it could start getting rather expensive.
Your katanas are from the capital?
I am fortunate in that my hometown sends me a replacement blade when I need one. I receive this kind of support as a special exception since I'm still in training.
Wow, that's really nice.
If you're specifically seeking a katana, I imagine an instructor taught you how to wield one. That connection will probably get you the most affordable price.
My late grandfather forged and fought with katanas. I learned from him. That'll be my cover story.
Apologies. Buying expensive blades may be your only course of action, apart from using other weapons. Sorry I couldn't be of more help to you.
Actually, you were very helpful. I wonder if I can forge my own katanas. Modern ones are made from tamahagane steel. Getting a hold of charcoal won't be the slightest issue. As for the iron sand also found in tamahagane, I can make my own using alchemy thanks to the resources in these mines. I have the knowledge to create a sword, but that's it. I lack the skill to do it well. No point in making a weapon I can't wield effectively. Item box. Should be somewhere. Aha! I knew it'd be a good idea to take that thug spear. Shouldn't have messed with me. It handles better than I thought it would. Though I'd prefer a katana. A spear will work for now. The real katana swordsmith was my earthly dad. His lessons are the only reason I have a clue about forging them, but he ultimately decided I lacked any real talent and gave up on me. He had me focus on learning martial arts instead, with an emphasis on hand-to-hand combat. Still, he taught me how to use most every weapon imaginable. That included spears. I think this thing is magical if I remember right. Whoa, pretty cool! But that blast was at such a low level, I might as well cast my own magic. It's late. I should eat and head to bed.
Here's what our search turned up.
A factional dispute?
Yes, that appears to be the link. The current head of Gimmel's Tamers Guild is in a rather delicate bind.
One of the factions wants to ruin Mr. Taylor's rep just because they don't see eye to eye on the same values?
The majority of Tamers favor strength, but Mr. Taylor believes it's more important to wisely coexist with monsters.
So to make him even less popular, they're spreading rumors to defame him.
Right. Recently, they've accused him of coddling a useless rookie, one who can only capture weak slimes.
I guess this useless rookie would be me.
Which brings us to the attacks, or the laughable attempts to sully the good name of a business Mr. Taylor's recently championed.
How about we get a new rumor going then? But instead of lying, we'll actually tell everybody the truth.
I could see that plan going off without a hitch if we use the Merchants Guild, since many members have an ear for that sort of thing.
Though I specialize in slimes, I did tame 6 Lemur birds at the Grellfrog outbreak. Not many folks know that. And once that story starts to get around, it'll make Mr. Taylor look good by proving he has an eye for talent, yeah?
Yes, that could work. Most everyone knows how difficult it is to tame Lemur birds. That alone should cast plenty of doubt on the people speaking ill of you.
Then let's spread some rumors.
Nice work, everyone!
Wow, pretty slick. You've got a slimy gift.
Another job well done. Why don't we go ahead and wrap up for the day?
Sure.
If it's okay, I'd like to stay a little bit longer so I can learn more about the differences between each slime.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, but don't push yourselves too hard.
Learning our employees' capabilities is just another part of the job for managers.
And I, for one, find the method that you use to profit off your slimes far more entertaining than bothersome.
Mr. Culkin, Mr. Tony, and Miss Lobelia were introduced to me through my friend and fellow adventurer, Mr. Jeff. All three are tamers, slime researchers, and future bamboo forest managers. And remember, don't hesitate to tell me any issues you may have. I want you to enjoy it here.
And believe me, we do.
The laboratory was nothing but despair and disappointment. This is heaven in comparison.
Ugh, despair? It was really that bad?
You have no idea how awful working at a slime research lab is.
You only get sent to one if you've fallen out of favor, and once you're there, you're treated like a worthless pest.
Our pay was cut for the pettiest things, and we were told to quit if we didn't like it.
Another instance of an exploitative workplace. What was one of the reasons they cut your pay?
Not being able to produce results in our research was the most common excuse.
Try explaining what we do to the higher-ups, though. Slime study is a gradual process that doesn't happen overnight, but do they care?
There are so many different types, yet so little is known about their species as a whole.
How could we hope to learn how they evolve?
Huh?
It seems like their evolution process is totally random. We'd run tests, but where to start?
No tests meant no results, and no results meant no respect, and that meant no job.
Sadly, it's not all that unusual for folks like us to go from slimes to slums.
What all did you feed the slimes that you studied?
Scraps left over from what we fed the other animals.
They aren't picky. They eat whatever you put in front of them.
What's wrong? Did you get a headache all of a sudden?
Secondhand frustration. 'Cause the factor that affects how slimes evolve, it's the things they eat. So the reason you guys kept getting mixed results is because they had such a mixed diet.
Wait, are you positive? The prevailing theory for years has been that food and evolution aren't related.
I spent 3 years studying my own theory, so I'm pretty certain I'm right.
Had I been aware of that fact, I could have continued my research, but now all I have is regret.
Hey, we're going to continue your research here. Cheer up, Mr. Culkin.
Right, dry your eyes and let's prove to the world how useful slimes can be.
Yeah, there's no time for self-pity.
Manager, please feel free to teach us anything and everything else you know about slimes that we don't.
If you have any insight on taming big slimes, I'm all ears. I figured it was impossible, but is it?
It's possible, but I don't want to deal another blow to their pride. Let's start with smaller slimes and then work our way up.
Yes, our minds are yours for the molding.
This might take a minute, but I gotta admire how passionate they are. That's a great sign in my eyes.
What should we feed them?
How about barbecue or fried chicken?
Why are you all standing back there? It makes me look gigantic.
I lost track of the time. 2, no, 3 of them.
He's over here!
How do they know where I'm going? Teleport!
Where'd that runt go? Did we lose him? Focus. He's up there! You damn brat!
Teleport. You won't be able to move at all for a good while.
Wait, did you poison these things?
The real question is, why were you chasing me?
Kid, all you need to know is you're gonna be sorry. I'll forgive you if the price is right and you give up your Lemur birds, though. That thing is really hot!
That's a pretty cocky attitude for someone in your position. I eventually noticed your trick. You were using your tamed monster to follow my every move. Then I realized I could use my monsters as well.
This way!
Guildmaster, what are you doing here?
You know. Figured that Lemur bird was leading these guys to some action.
You figured right. I had him call for the guards, but thanks for taking the initiative too.
Sure, but listen, do you have some time tomorrow?
That's everything that went down last night. I'm not trying to scare you, I just want you all to be aware since there's a chance you could be attacked next. Try to finish your work before the sun goes down. Mr. Fei and Miss Li Ling, we might need you two to take on more guard duty. I also intend to address this alarming matter with the Guildmasters when I meet up with them later today.
I'll be in attendance for that meeting as well.
That's all from me. Thanks for your time, everyone.
Of course. No beating around the bush. Ryoma, I'm gonna need you to buckle down and play a little defense.
Okay, but what do you mean by that?
The rumor mill has been quite active lately. We took it upon ourselves to investigate.
And we can say with absolute confidence someone sent those thugs after you.
Just put your energy into protecting yourself and your shop, and leave the mastermind behind this to us.
Fair enough. That said, the shop needs to be perfectly secure.
It will be. Jeff recommended a trustworthy fella to help with that, actually.
What about a bodyguard for you personally?
I can handle myself just fine.
You know, if you're skilled enough fighter, there's a nifty trick that makes people think twice about attacking you.
Like what?
Run! We don't stand a chance! Ah!
Hey, wait! I surrender! I surrender!
Look, I really am sorry. I hope you understand that. Been a while since I had to take out so many. Oh, hey, great timing, guys.
These the crooks of the day?
Yeah, sorry to cause trouble. Dimension home. It's 1,000 suit for one high heel. Since I used 72 heels, that's a grand total of 72,000 suit. But I'll cut you a deal. 70,000 will do.
That is quite a price tag.
It's like a new type of self-defense.
Bet it'll keep lowlifes away once everyone and their grandma hears that whoever attacks him gets beat to a pulp and charged for healing.
I put Master Glicella's idea into practice. Though I hesitated at first on account of how harsh it is.
Here's today's fee, paid in full.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
We appreciate you. It'll take a while, but these thugs will work to pay back every last bit. And believe it or not, a lot of them get rehabilitated through the labor, or at least pick up legitimate skills for when their sentence is over.
That makes me feel a little bit better about it. All right, let the training session begin. I am a thuggish adventurer, and I came to cause problems. Mr. Dulce! Oh no, I'm scared. Okay, I think we're good. Training session complete. How did that go, Mr. Dulce?
It was easy to respond in a timely manner. I greatly approve.
Then I approve too. We've got ourselves a plan. Mr. Dulce is a bodyguard, and yet another newcomer, introduced to us through Mr. Jeff. He's observably antisocial, but very earnest and reliable.
That exercise work up an appetite?
Huh? This bread feels a bit fluffier than usual.
We used the natural yeast that you taught us about. It's nice to know that you could tell the difference. These sausages are delicious too! The nearby butcher gave us those. He said it was a gift to celebrate the manager's taming of the lemur birds.
The new rumors are spreading like wildfire. Excellent work, Mr. Callum.
Good food tastes even better in good company, especially when Miss Selma makes it.
I wonder if the charcoal the manager gave me helped.
This is great. Everything's quite delicious.
My word! That's the first comment about my cooking Mr. Dulce's ever made.
This security training brought us an unexpected yet very welcome benefit, Elia. The employees are communicating with each other more. If this keeps up, I should be able to open a new branch soon.
Manager?
What's up?
If you have a moment to spare, could we look these over?
Something about the balance?
Just that our sales are growing at a steady pace.
Yeah, no